This is, it's not strange, you all, but it's silly. I don't know what's going on. That's what someone actually told me when I said, why are people waking up at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m.? There must be some type of a frequency. So someone said, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what's going on. You best be more or less quiet and quit trying to be so negative. Quit being so negative, you all. But I'm not negative, you all. I think it's important. Hello. I think it's important to document and be inquisitive as to why people wake up at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. And it's a worldwide, it's around the world. It's not in one central location, you all. To have someone tell me, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know what's going on, so stop being so negative. You all, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to tell me that I'm not allowed to speak about anything, I'm not going to listen to you, you all. I am not. Hello, you all. It's the puppet system. That's right, you all. It is. Somebody's got some sleep deprivation. That's right, you all. It's okay. You know, if you wake up at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m., it's interesting to know that a lot of other people wake up at that time also. It is interesting, and there must be some type of a reason. Otherwise, you wouldn't have people, you know, scattered around the world, waking up around that same time. Although I did read an interesting comment on here. Someone said it could be your body's biological clock or something kicking in. Yeah, that's right, you all. The night sky, no, the night sky. Yeah. Oh, Shauna, from your neck of the woods today and every day. Thank you, Shauna, honey. Yeah. It's 2023 now over here. That's right. I am transcending. Well, I hope I'm transcending this world. But in the process, I hope I'm leaving it a better place than when I entered it. How about that, you all? If we can transcend. Hello there, Apple Brooks, honey. Let's hope that we leave this world a better place than what we found it. Yeah, that's right. We can do it. The magnetic field is messing up the birds' migration. Oh, I think it's some kind of frequency thing, you all. It is. No need nor time to fail to sleep in heaven. Yes, hello everyone. That's right. Hello there, Patty. That's right, you all. So we just got back. But I did read a comment because I had time to look at comments while, you know, sitting there. And I did read a comment. Somebody said, you don't know what's going on and you don't know what you're talking about, so quit being so negative. You know what I did? I said, well, you have just made your last speaking down to me negative comment on my channel. I did, you all. That's what the cancer doctor told me too. When I asked him about why am I taking this type of a medicine, and then what do you do with all the stuff that you collect, you know, the samples? Do you like use it for whatever? And he looked at me and he said, you don't know what you're talking about. That was the last time I went to the cancer doctor. Never stepped foot back into that building. And that was back in 2006. So if somebody's going to come on here and make a comment like that, well, you're just going to raise up this old wound inside of me. And I'm going to think you're just like that cancer doctor who thinks that no one has an opinion like that they're not allowed to be inquisitive. That's right. Yeah, that's right, you all. Boom. Listen to those wind chimes. It is good to be back home. Someone said, Gina, I can't believe you used up all the wood on your porch. Because I saw the other porch in Tennessee where we came from, and the other porch was brown like up here. And it had railings but that's me. It had railings on it like this, but it didn't have no wood or anything, and it wasn't this color. And he had thought I used up all the firewood already, but we didn't, you all. That's right, the wind chimes are, they're beautiful. Christy, honey, I will. I will keep being me. I'll keep being me. You know, the leaves are practically gone on some of the trees than before we left, and it's only been a few days, you all. Uh, just a few days. You did that first thing, Apple Brooks, honey. You are worn down, you all. Wondering about your mission. Hold space for my tribe. Oh, that's a nice YouTube name. It is. That's right. That's right, you all. So if you're just tuning in, I am in my 4th year. I am in my 4th year of this mission because I was told it was back sometime in around 2018. I don't really have a specific timestamp. I only have the timestamp of the lady in the cloud on June the 15th of 2018 in the sky. I have that. And then sometime during that time, I had those 6 winged beings fly out of a chasm in the sky over my head. I had that happen. But then I had the 3 beings, 2 human-like beings. You see right here in the very center, that spot right there is my main geopathic ley line where some of them converge. It was a small extraterrestrial being, around 3 feet, and it was an older lady, kind of chubby, with short hair. She was sitting down on something right by him, and then there was a young lady right here with long brown hair. I will say this, you all, the young lady that was right here with the long brown hair looked like me when I was younger, like in my 20s, probably late 20s, with long brown wavy hair. And the older lady who was right there with the small being, she looked like me in the future because I saw her before in my dream state out walking, and I thought, who is that? And as she turned toward me, I looked her in the eyes, and it was me in the future in my dream state. And I had saw her another time before also. But you may say, Gina, that's so strange. Well, that's how it happened. It really did happen like that. I was standing, see my door right here? When they came down, I'm trying to bring you about the 4 years. I was standing right here looking at the young lady who was standing right there looking at the eastern sky. And I knew why she was here. I've told this before you. I knew why she was here. She's going to be me and I was going to be her. We were both going to be one and the same, even though that was me, that looked just like me in my future. My life was going to change, and I was worried about my daughter because my life was literally going to go from a quiet life to one like this, but I didn't know it, but I knew it was going to change. And the older lady, which was right here, she read my mind, and she looked at me, and she said, it's okay, it's only going to be 4 years. So I don't know when the exact timestamp of that 4 years happened. I would like to say that I'm in my 4th year based on the June the 15th, 2018 is when it all started, but she didn't come down during that time frame. So maybe a few months afterward. I don't think it went into 2019. I don't. I've been looking every day that I can think of in the memories on the Facebook to see if they had the timestamp of when I told that what happened to me, because I know I repeated it so many times on the Facebook after that happened. So I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm pretty sure I'm in my 4th year, and I don't know what's going to happen after that. All I know, it was a very serious conversation. It was a very serious moment, you all. Yeah. Your birthday is June the 14th of 1966. That's the same year I was born. Well, yeah, you all. So I'm still here, and I will continue to be here until my time is up. And I'll continue to share whatever I meant to share, feel led within my spirit to share until my time is up. And it may I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I'm here doing this. That's what I know. I know I had to resign from my job. I did have a full-time job back in 2020. I resigned from that full-time job in order to do what I'm doing now full-time. I felt within my spirit it was time for me to leave and walk on this path and devote my time to it, you all. That's when I started sharing. I was sharing a lot of pictures of ships in the sky. So, yeah, so that was like February the 20th of 2020 is when I resigned from that job to do this full time. So here we are, you all. That's right. Oh, that's wonderful. I like learning with you all. I really do. I hear the police. That's right. So I don't know what's going on. When people tell me, Gina, you don't know that I don't know what's going on, I'm just going to repeat it. I don't know what's going on that would make somebody say something like that. I really don't. But my spirit knows what's going on, and so does your spirit. You may not know the whole, you may not see the whole picture right now, but I guarantee you, your spirit inside of you know what's going on. That's right. I'm going to keep going. Yeah. Rudeness does abound. Wow, Moya, that's wonderful. A lot from 1966. Great, you all. That's wonderful. It is. You are a twin. That's great, you all. It is. I hear another police car coming. I don't know if you all can hear it. Hello. I am home. I'm home. And it was nice to get away, but it's nicer to be back home. I don't know what's going on with these police cars. They're probably the sheriff going down the road. No, it's an ambulance. I hope somebody's okay, you all. That's an ambulance, is what it is. Big up out of Jamaica. Come on, Orainar. That's right. Good morning. You were the last video you seen last night before bed, and the second I seen after I woke. Well, that's wonderful, Paula. That's right. 1966 is the year of the rising babies. Kathleen, is that really is that really like something like that? That they really is something that the year of the rising babies? My mother always told me when I was little, we found you under a rock. And I believed her for years and years and years until I became a teenager. And then she said, well, no, we didn't find you under a rock, but I did believe it. Yeah. A massive toothache. Oh, Amy, I hope it gets better. Johanna Israel, I am doing great. How are you? There was a song. Did someone say about the year of the rising babies? Kathleen, honey? Yeah. Okay. Kelly, your sharing helps us to have more courage to share and the more faith in our own reality. Yeah, I'm a 66 model saggy baby. I never heard of the rising babies either. But hey, that's great. That is great, you all. It is. He's in a hurry and he's got to dance. That's okay. It is. There goes that big bird that flew over you all. We got a white sky. We do. The world will go on. You know what I just passed up? We passed up in Glendale, Kentucky. On the side of the road, there was all these great big huge cranes way out in the middle of a field. The dirt was all brown dirt, all kinds of construction things way out in a great big complex. And we wondered when we went down, what was that? And we looked it up. It's the Ford Motor Company new electric plant in Glendale, Kentucky, and it takes 5 years to build an electric plant for for electric cars. I think that's what they was. And they're gonna build a electric battery plant in Ohio, you all. And they're going to have, oh, I forget the name of the company, but I did find out that Argentina is the largest lithium provider in the world. Is it Argentina and Brazil, and then something else, and then also, who is that? You know, Ukraine has lithium too. They do. They have a lot of stuff over there, you all. They do. So yeah, that's right. 66 song and the hippies of freedom, you all. That's right. So this is, y'all, can I tell you how nice it is to see you all on here? It warms my soul. It does. It really does. I love it. I'm very thankful for this journey that I found myself on. It's only going to be 4 years. I'm very thankful for it. I am. I've grown, and I've learned. 420 to hey. Hit that like button, you all. Even if you don't want to. Yeah. Well, I will put something on my lip if I'm doing a share the screen video, because when me and my sister, the first time in my life, I went on a vacation with my sister. Her daughter had gotten married, and they went to Cancun. And I told my sister, I said, she wasn't going to go to the wedding. I said, well, I'll go with you. She said, really? I said, yeah. She said, Gina, this seems so out of character for you. And it was, you all. I had woken up. I did. I said, let's go. So me and her went to Cancun all by ourselves. It was only a few years ago. That's a great big grain truck. They got big loud mufflers. But anyhow, I was in the sun so much. I'm talking about makeup. And I had a big cold sore that got on my lip, and I didn't treat it. And so I have like that on my lip. So when I do a share the screen, I'll try to put something a lip color that's as close as possible to my lip to, you know, make it look more whatever. Yeah, that's right. Other than that, I don't wear makeup. Somebody's caught a Jake break. Oh, it sounds like machine guns. It does, and they're very loud, and it echoes all throughout the woods, is what it does. Oh, you ended up needing, for a root canal last year. Yeah, Vicksburg's. Mine was beyond, it was beyond whatever you all. It was, I ended up having to put Neosporin. It was like it turned into an open wound. It was awful, but it healed, and I'm so thankful. Yeah. Oh, I know how to do the natural remedies and stuff. I let it go for far too long. And I didn't even want to go to work because it damaged to my lip. You also, just because I got a bad sunburn back there too. It's because the first time I had been out in the sun. But you got to take care of your lips. Take care of your lips in the sun, and take care of your body. You know, you want to protect yourself. Yeah, that's right, you all. Lysine. Are we back to normal video? Yes, Jesse James, we're back to normal video. We are. That's why I come on here. I hope to be able to do a video tonight. I do. Share the screen. My one computer went kerplunk. I actually didn't go to kerplunk, but I need to look at it. That's the spare backup one I had. It's not my main one. Kitty, honey, she was curled up in a ball when we came home, but she's been watched over. We had someone staying here while we were gone, so she was so happy to meet us. That's right. Love you too, Claire Bear. You got to get your husband from the field. Okay, you go ahead, celery stick. You go get your husband from that field. You go right ahead and do it. He needs to come in and get something to eat or get warm. That's right. Yeah. Uh, you have firsthand knowledge of what is happening here. Oh, I've met a lot of people on here who have firsthand knowledge. I do. There's lots of them who say they have the firsthand knowledge. They really do, and it's interesting hearing someone else's firsthand knowledge, because sometimes it's different than the one who say they have it. It really is interesting. That's right. I think it's all a piece of the puzzle. Um, so yeah, you all. That's right. Lysine. Yep. Awakening and Great Protected. Sorry, Saga. What happened to Sage? Ah, that's about how old my kitty is. Oh, that is heartbreaking. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's sad. It's like it's a part of your family. That's right. You are Self AM Sage. That's right, your family. So yeah, you all, I am going to be going. I'm going to get in there. I had my husband, he carried in all the luggage. I said, won't you back up to the back porch, and we don't have to go up the stairs to the basement. He goes, what does it matter? He goes, I carry in all the luggage. I said, well, you do. I said, you need to exercise. And he does. He likes to do that. He may not, but he don't mind. Yeah. Thank you all for coming on here. That's right, you all. Thank you. Was this trip away for Gina? That was sunset. Oh, I'm so happy I got that sunset. I've been wanting to, because I can't see the sun above the tree line where I'm at. I really can't. It literally, it blocks my view from my location, and I don't want to have to leave the house to go do the sunset. So it was great. It's great. It's just a couple days. I don't like long vacations. I don't. 2 or 3 days, perfect for me. That's right. I am going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. It's so good to be back home. It's so good to see you all on here. You're like my family. Love you.